Many friends are enemies of yours. This statement may seem harsh, even cynical. But consider the times you've been hurt by someone you considered a friend. The sting of betrayal by someone we trust can be devastating. Friendship, built on a foundation of shared experiences, laughter, and mutual support, can crumble under the weight of betrayal. We often let our guard down with friends, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. This vulnerability, while beautiful, makes us susceptible to hurt. When that trust is shattered, the pain cuts deep. It can feel like the foundation of our world is shaken. Think about the moments when you shared your deepest secrets, your dreams, and your fears with a friend. You trusted them with parts of yourself that you might not even reveal to your family. This trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful friendship. However, when that trust is broken, it feels like a part of you is lost. The person you thought you knew so well suddenly becomes a stranger, and the memories you cherished turn into painful reminders of what once was. The pain of betrayal is not just emotional, it can also be physical. Studies have shown that emotional pain activates the same areas of the brain as physical pain. This is why a broken friendship can feel like a punch to the gut, leaving you breathless and disoriented. The emotional turmoil can affect your mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and a sense of isolation. You may find yourself questioning your judgment, wondering how you could have been so blind to the signs. Betrayal can take many forms. It could be a friend who gossips about you behind your back, someone who takes advantage of your kindness, or a confidant who reveals your secrets. Each form of betrayal leaves a unique scar, but the underlying pain is the same. It's the feeling of being let down by someone you trusted implicitly. This can lead to a loss of self-esteem and a reluctance to trust others in the future. Despite the potential for betrayal, friendships are essential for our well-being. They provide us with a sense of belonging, emotional support, and a network of people who care about us. The joy of shared experiences, the comfort of knowing someone has your back, and the simple pleasure of companionship are irreplaceable. It's these positive aspects that make the risk of betrayal worth taking. After all, life without friends would be a lonely journey. So how do we navigate the complex landscape of friendships? The key lies in balance. While it's important to be open and vulnerable, it's equally crucial to set boundaries and recognize red flags. Pay attention to how your friends treat you and others. Are they supportive and kind? Or do they exhibit manipulative and selfish behavior? Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to distance yourself from toxic relationships. Building a strong support system involves surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care about your well-being. These are the friends who celebrate your successes, stand by you in tough times, and respect your boundaries. They are the ones who make you feel valued and understood. While it's impossible to completely eliminate the risk of betrayal, you can minimize it by choosing your friends wisely. Remember, it's okay to let go of friendships that no longer serve you. Holding on to toxic relationships can do more harm than good. It's better to have a few genuine friends than a large circle of acquaintances who don't have your best interests at heart. By prioritizing quality over quantity, you can build meaningful connections that enrich your life. In the end, friendships are a vital part of the human experience. They bring joy, comfort, and a sense of belonging. While the risk of betrayal is real, the rewards of genuine connections far outweigh the potential pain. By being mindful of who you let into your inner circle and setting healthy boundaries, you can cultivate friendships that stand the test of time. So cherish your true friends, and don't be afraid to let go of those who don't deserve your trust. Betrayal in friendships can manifest in many ways. It is a complex and multifaceted experience that can leave deep emotional scars. The pain of betrayal often stems from the unexpected nature of the act, catching the victim off guard and leaving them questioning the authenticity of the relationship. It can be subtle, like whispers behind your back. These whispers may seem insignificant at first, but they can slowly chip away at the foundation of trust that has been built over time. The feeling of being talked about behind your back can create a sense of paranoia and insecurity, making it difficult to trust others, or the slow erosion of trust through broken promises. When promises are broken repeatedly, it sends a message that the person does not value the relationship or the trust that has been placed in them. This can lead to feelings of disappointment and betrayal, as the victim realizes that their trust has been taken for granted, or it can be blatant. a public humiliation, or a calculated act of sabotage. These acts are often premeditated and designed to cause maximum damage. The public nature of the betrayal adds an extra layer of humiliation, as the victim is not only hurt by the act itself, but also by the fact that it has been witnessed by others. Regardless of the form it takes, betrayal leaves a trail of hurt and confusion. The victim is left to pick up the pieces and make sense of what has happened. This process can be long and painful as they grapple with feelings of anger, sadness, and confusion. One of the most common forms of betrayal is gossip. Gossip can start innocently enough as a harmless sharing of news or information. However, it can quickly spiral out of control, with details being embellished or fabricated for impact. It starts innocently enough, a harmless sharing of news, but as the gossip spreads, it can take on a life of its own, with each person adding their own spin to the story. This can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings, as the original message becomes distorted. But it can quickly morph into something uglier, with details embellished or fabricated for impact. The person who started the gossip may not have intended to cause harm, but the end result can be devastating. The victim is left feeling betrayed and humiliated, as their private information is shared with an eager audience. The person you confided in becomes the source of your humiliation, as your secrets are shared with an eager audience. This can lead to a breakdown in trust, as the victim realizes that they can no longer confide in the person they once trusted. The pain of betrayal is compounded by the fact that it often comes from someone close to us, someone we thought we could trust. In the aftermath of betrayal, it is important to take time to reflect and heal. This process can be different for everyone, but it often involves taking a step back from the relationship and re-evaluating what is important. It may also involve seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist to help process the emotions and move forward. Forgiveness can be a powerful tool in the healing process, but it is not always easy. It requires a willingness to let go of the hurt and anger and to move forward with a sense of compassion and understanding. This can be a difficult journey, but it is one that can lead to greater emotional resilience and a deeper understanding of oneself and others. Ultimately, betrayal can be a painful and challenging experience, but it can also be an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. By facing the pain head-on and working through the emotions, we can emerge stronger and more resilient, with a greater appreciation for the importance of trust and honesty in our relationships. Gossip is often disguised as concern, can you believe she did that? Or I'm just worried about him. But beneath this veneer of concern lies a darker motive, the need to feel superior, to bond with others through shared negativity, or to inflict pain. The damage inflicted by gossip can be significant. It can ruin reputations, sever friendships, and create a toxic environment. What's worse, the person being gossiped about is often the last to know, left to pick up the pieces of their shattered reputation. Backstabbing is a particularly insidious form of betrayal. This is when a friend, often motivated by envy or a desire to get ahead, will pretend to have your back while secretly undermining you. They may sabotage your work, spread lies about you, or take credit for your ideas. Backstabbing is a calculated act of deceit. It is a betrayal of trust that can leave you feeling deeply shaken and questioning your own judgment. You may find yourself withdrawing from others, wary of forming new friendships for fear of being hurt again. Section 5. Broken promises, cracks in the foundation. Promises are the currency of friendship. They are a way of expressing our commitment to each other, big or small. When a friend breaks a promise, it creates a crack in the foundation of the relationship. Small, repeated broken promises can be just as damaging as a single, significant one. They erode trust and leave you feeling like you can't rely on the other person. Over time, these broken promises can chip away at the foundation of the friendship, leaving it vulnerable to collapse. Section 6. The sting of betrayal. Betrayal by a friend is particularly painful because it strikes at the core of our need for connection and belonging. We instinctively seek out friendships, relying on them for support, validation, and companionship. When that trust is broken, it can leave us feeling deeply wounded and alone. The emotional fallout from betrayal can be significant. We may experience a range of emotions, including anger, sadness, confusion, and self-doubt. We may question our own judgment, wondering how we could have been so wrong about someone. Section 7. Picking up the pieces. Coping with betrayal is a process, not an event. It's a journey that requires patience, resilience, and a lot of self-compassion. When someone you trust betrays you, it can feel like your world has been turned upside down. The emotional impact can be overwhelming, leaving you feeling lost and unsure of how to move forward. It takes time to heal from the hurt and to learn to trust again. Healing is not linear, there will be good days and bad days. The key is to allow yourself the time and space to heal at your own pace. Just like a physical wound, emotional wounds need time to mend. You might find solace in activities that bring you peace, such as meditation, spending time in nature, or simply watching the sunset. The first step is to acknowledge the pain, and to allow yourself to grieve the loss of the friendship. It's okay to cry, to feel angry, and to mourn what was lost. These emotions are a natural part of the healing process. Holding on to these feelings without expressing them can hinder your recovery. So let the tears flow, tear up those old photos if you need to, and give yourself permission to feel. It's important to seek support from trusted friends, family, or a therapist. Surrounding yourself with people who care about you can provide a sense of security and comfort. They can offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and words of encouragement. Sometimes professional help from a therapist can provide you with the tools and strategies to cope with your emotions and to rebuild your sense of self. Talking about what happened can help you to process the experience and to start to make sense of it. Sharing your story with others who have gone through similar experiences can be incredibly validating. It reminds you that you are not alone in your pain. Writing in a journal can also be a therapeutic way to express your thoughts and feelings. Putting your emotions into words can help you to understand them better and to gain clarity. It can also be helpful to engage in self-care activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Activities like yoga, gardening, painting, or reading can provide a much-needed distraction and a way to channel your energy into something positive. These activities can help you to reconnect with yourself and to find joy in the little things. Remember, healing is a personal journey, and it's important to find what works best for you. Section 8. Growth through adversity. As painful as betrayal can be, it can also be an opportunity for growth. It can teach us to set healthy boundaries, to be more discerning in our choice of friends, and to develop greater resilience. Going through the experience of betrayal can help us to clarify our values and to identify the qualities that are truly important to us in a friend. We may emerge from the experience stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Section 9. Lessons learned. Betrayal is a difficult experience, but it is not an insurmountable one. By allowing ourselves to feel the pain, seeking support, and practicing self-care, we can emerge from the experience stronger and more resilient. We can learn to set healthy boundaries, to be more discerning in our choice of friends, and to cultivate deeper, more authentic connections. Remember, you are not alone. Betrayal is a common human experience. By sharing our stories and supporting each other, we can navigate the challenges of friendship and emerge with greater wisdom and compassion.